Welcome back, listeners. We are so happy to have you back for another week. Happy Sunday if you're listening on Sunday, or happy whatever day of the week you're listening on. We're happy to have you.
We hope you're having a great week. This night has been interesting.
It's been chaotic.
I got scratched by Bean.
Yeah, I was just looking at your scratch.
And Haley thought I was being a baby, but it's extremely red.
Okay.
And it hurts.
Mm-hmm.
You still think I'm being a baby?
No, it actually is raised.
It hurts really bad. And then we got boba before, and I spilled it all over myself. And
we
thank
should
goodness
post the blooper on stories or something.
Okay.
Or on like a
what
reel.
Blooper?
When
me spilling?
Yeah, you spilling.
Oh, is it on camera?
It's on camera. When we were testing the audio.
Okay, then we'll post that, because luckily it's not on the side that's on the camera, but it's quite a mess.
She's literally got like wet spots on her shirt, like all of
and my shirt
side.
is like kind of low cut, so it was like sculpting where my top hits on my boob.
Yeah.
And like running down. It's just a mess.
It was a mess. But anyways, we're here. We are happy and we're ready to go.
Let's go.
Any life updates? I have one life date that
life date? Oh my gosh.
I have one life update I want to share.
You go.
Okay. Guys, I got Botox. It's not what it sounds like, because it's actually a medical treatment. If you go back and listen to our Healing Girl Summer episode, and I've talked about it since then, but I actually like went in detail about it in that Healing Girl Summer.
Mm-hmm.
I have vestibular migraines, and I've like been on treatments for it since like April, and nothing has worked. So I had my Botox appointment scheduled for like a month and a half, because that's like the last treatment that they're going to try. Like, it should work. It works with most people.
And also I want to add too, there's no cure. So like everything's just
like hoping to ease the symptoms.
Symptom management.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, exactly. So yeah, they were like, hey, the last thing we can do is like do Botox, because I've tried multiple medications. So I got Botox on Halloween. I was so nervous, you guys, because I have anxiety around needles. And I just kept looking up like TikToks, like doing research for like Botox for migraines. I don't know. But the thing is, let me tell you, if you're going to get Botox, it's really not that bad. Like, I know that I'll be nervous next time just because it's a bunch of needles going into your face.
Tell where you got it.
So I got it on like a few on the top of my forehead, a bunch around my eyebrows, like top, and then I think some, no, I don't think some on the bottom. So on top of my eyebrows, one in the middle of my eyebrows. And then I got like 3 in my temples on each side. That was the most uncomfortable, because I could also hear it go in, and it was crunchy.
Ew,
yeah, he was like, you might hear something crunchy, and then injected it, and I could hear it. It was gross. Those were my least favorite ones. So 3 in the temple on each side. And then like in my hairline a little bit, and then on the back of my neck, like in my head, like where my hair is, back of my neck back there, back of my actual neck, and then my shoulders. So it was a lot. I think it was like 20 to 25 injections, but he got it done really quick. He was really good. Tyler went with me. He held my hand the whole time. We got ice cream after. Like, he was really sweet. And also, I freaking started my period that morning and had the most debilitating cramps.
Of course.
It was the worst. But anyways, I got it done. It's been like kind of setting in to where like, okay, I'm
literally, so
I'm raising my eyebrows right now on the camera.
Me and Quinn and Haley, we were all together today, and Haley like raised her eyebrows at one point, and me and Quinn were like, dude, you have no wrinkles on your forehead. Like, literally, you have like one wrinkle, but it's very subtle.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting, because when the doctor was like talking to me about like aftercare and everything, which is like very minimal, he was like, do you guys have any questions? And I was like, no, I don't have any. And Tyler was like, is she gonna look like Angelina Jolie?
Oh my gosh.
And the doctor was like, no. Like, he was like, if you want,
you would need a lot.
Yeah, he said you're gonna need a lot if you're gonna want to look like that, you know?
Not just in your forehead.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what he was saying. But so, in like, he told me, he was like, the only thing you're gonna notice is you might notice a little change in the shape of your eyebrows. But other than that, like, he was like, you're not gonna get wrinkles in the future, because he was like, you don't have wrinkles now, but in the future you won't have wrinkles in your forehead, but that's it. Like, you're not gonna notice anything different now. But literally, when I'm lifting up my eyebrows, I'm lifting them up as high as they can go, and I'm like flat.
I mean, I can see a difference.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And the thing that's weird is like, okay, you guys, you know when you put on like a clay face mask and you raise your eyebrows, it feels so tight. That is how it feels. And it's weird to adjust to because every time I do that, I feel like there's something on my face. But again, I just got it done this week. So, you know, I'm just getting used to it. But it's weird. It's a very weird feeling.
That's so weird. I was going to ask something, but I don't remember. Okay. Yeah. Oh, this is what I was going to ask. Is it helping though?
Yes, that's the thing. So he told me, he was like, some people don't see any relief until the second round of injections because I'm going to be going in every 3 months and getting it. And the thing that I'm kind of understanding is like, I don't know how long this is going on for. Like, I don't know if this is like for the rest of my life or if at some point you hit a threshold and then it like lasts forever. But I know that you go in 4 times a year. So once every 3 months. And he told me, he was like, it might not work until the second round. So just be patient and like still take your medication. But he was like, some people it's a miracle and it works for them like first dose. And then it just keeps working. I have not felt so good like in like over a year. And it's amazing. Like I'm so happy because I'm like there's still symptoms and stuff, you know, obviously. But I got to a point where it was like really bad and I couldn't get through the day without taking a nap immediately after work just because I was exhausted. And I went 2 days this week without taking a nap, which is great.
Yeah,
like,
I think that would show that it's helping.
Exactly. And like I did cave and eat this chocolate covered apple this week, and I'm not supposed to eat chocolate because it's a trigger. It has caffeine, and I didn't get a headache. Like
that's really good.
I shouldn't have eaten it but I like had period cravings. So I was like, whatever. And I literally turned into a monster and like ate it so fast.
Those were good though. Our roommate brought some for us.
Yes, they were really good. So yeah, I ate that and it was amazing. And I didn't feel sick after. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like before that would have literally like put me down.
Yeah.
So, and also like I did eat the apple because I was like, I kind of want to test it and see like if this Botox is working. And it is. So I'm feeling so good. It's just amazing. But I wanted to share that I got Botox because it's interesting. And I'm kind of happy that that's the treatment for it because I'm like, hey.
Yeah, seriously. If it's going to be that.
If it's going to be that, at least it's getting covered through insurance.
Seriously.
Because
it's expensive.
Yeah.
And like you said, like 20 to 25. Dude, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's like a lot. I don't know how many like units that is, but it was a lot. So anyways, that's my update. Kind of long-winded, but
well, I'm glad it's helping. My update is, what is my update? I really don't have anything new besides my jaw, which I don't remember if I've talked about really.
You haven't? Last time you talked about it, you hadn't started yet.
So I just finished my 3rd week. I was miserable this week. I'll just say that. I'm working at a children's hospital, and for the first 2 weeks of my training, I was working like in the main area, and I was just checking people in for appointments. The role I was actually hired for is in the ED, in the emergency department. So I just finished my first full week in the emergency department, and that was a nightmare. I literally got home Tuesday night because I work 3/12s, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I got home Tuesday. I literally walk out, and I'm like, like, I just start sobbing, and I like didn't turn music on. Like I literally like sobbed. Like I have not cried that hard.
You didn't tell me this.
I was sobbing the whole way home, and I would like drive. I would like get to a red light and be like, and then I would be driving, and I'd be like, then I get to red light and like let go, and then I would drive. You know. And so then when I got home, I knew my face was all red and blotchy, and I knew you were like, "Hey, Best, how was your day?" You were like, obviously, like I'd been crying, but like you had made ravioli for me, which was really nice because I was like, I'm starving. Like,
no, I made you eggs. I made you scrambled eggs and toast.
And then ravioli Wednesday.
Yeah,
because you're my mom.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just so hard. It was so hard, and like I don't really want to go into like all the details of why it was hard, but like it was just difficult, and I was like, I cannot do this forever. I really can't.
Well, because it's like administrative. So you're like, because you're not actually like in the emergency room. You're in like the lobby, right?
I'm in like the waiting areas.
Yeah.
So, and like the waiting times, the staff, like everybody's been saying it's unprecedented. Like Tuesday when I was there were people that were there before my shift started at 10:30 in the morning still there at 9 p.m. at night. I kid you not.
Joking.
I kid you not.
Oh my
I'm not kidding. Like, it was awful. It wasn't that bad Wednesday and Thursday, but like, it was just busy, and it's like, it's basically like customer service, you know? Like, I'm like interacting with the public.
Well, and I'm sure like everyone's stressed, like waiting, and yeah, when you're in the ER, the wait time is so freaking long, so you're having to deal with people who are worried about their kids, especially their kids, like
right. And that's the thing, like, I'm empathetic about that. I totally understand that, which is why, like, when I'm working, I just let it go. I get it. It's just hard. So like, I'm in the phase right now where I'm like, okay, I just started. I'm gonna like stick it out for a little bit, but like, I'm probably still gonna keep looking for jobs, just because also like my pay is not where I want it to be, and I'm about to graduate with a bachelor's, so it's like, it's just not the way it was when I first started, and that's fine. I was just training in a different role, but you know what? I'll stick it out.
Yeah, I felt really bad because
I know.
your face actually was not red when you came in.
Oh my gosh.
But then like, I felt bad for you because I was like, oh, she like seems like she's exhausted. And then you got out of the shower and your face.
Could you not hear me in the shower?
No!
I was like, like, I was crying because you and Tyler were there, and I was like, I don't want to like be annoying, but I was like crying in the shower, and then in my room I was like, like, I was just crying.
Well, I felt bad. Like, I was just like, oh, but like me and Tyler both felt bad. We literally looked at each other and we were like, oh. Like,
I know. And like, you know how hard 12s are.
Yeah.
So like,
well, so that's what I was talking to Mom about, actually. Like, after your Tuesday shift, I was FaceTiming Mom on Wednesday, and I was like, yeah, like, I feel bad for Gens. I was like, she like got home so late, and I was telling her, I was like, you know, like, I've done 12s, but at least like 12s are hard, obviously, but at least my 12s were like 6 to 6, 7 to 7, or 9 to 9. Rarely did I work 9 to 9, but like the 7 to 7 was like ideal.
That's ideal.
And I would like leave at like a decent time. Sometimes I would work 5 to 5. That was rough. That was leaving really early. But like 7 to 7, leaving at an ideal time, getting back at an ideal time, like, that's okay.
Like, you still have some of your night.
Exactly. But like leaving at what time do you leave? 9:45? And getting back at 11:30 at night. It feels like you have no day.
I really don't. And like, it's annoying because like, that I come in at 10:30 for my half-hour lunch. I'm like, you can't just pay us for lunch, really.
Yeah, literally.
You know, it's like, I can't just do 11 to 11. Well, I mean,
oh,
yeah, so that's why I go in at 10:30. No, it is a 12.
Oh, it's a 12 and a half?
Yeah, because I'm there for 12 and a half hours because I have a half-hour lunch.
They don't pay you for lunch?
No, it's a half-hour unpaid lunch, and then I have 3 10-minute breaks.
But I the take 10-minute way more breaks are paid.
That. Yeah, they're paid.
Yeah.
And like, going to the bathroom, you get paid for. That doesn't count as a break.
Yeah.
But like, it's just, I mean, there's like some upsides. Like, I do have a lot of downtime. I literally finished a whole book this week.
Yeah.
And like, I got a lot of my homework done. I got a lot of the podcast prep done. And like, I had today off. Yeah. You know, but it's just a lot. So I was kind of just like miserable this week. And now I know what to expect going into it, right? For the next week.
I felt bad because the next morning,
oh my gosh,
I come out and I was like, hey, good morning. And you were like, I don't want to talk this morning.
I didn't want to be rude, like, but I was like, I literally can't do it.
I was like, I appreciate you just telling me that. But I literally was just like, I just like knew your pain of thinking like, I've got a whole day ahead of me and then a whole nother day tomorrow.
Literally. I'm like, you know what? Honestly, I would love to do like Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah, and then Thursday. That's what I was telling you. Remember that? Yeah. I was like, at least, like, I liked it when I did 12s and it was like 2 in a row and then 1.
Yeah, because I could do that.
Yeah.
3 in a row is quite exhausting. It's a lot.
Especially in the middle of the week. Like, yeah, it's just rough.
Yeah, it's rough. So anyway, sorry, everyone. I'm like going on a whole rant here.
We actually have not talked about this either. So that's why.
But like, that's the other thing. Like, we didn't talk for 3 days, really.
Yeah.
And like, even today, like, we didn't really talk that much. So anyway.
It's rough. It's taking a toll on me too.
Yeah. We don't have our time.
Yeah, no, we don't.
Anyway, oh yeah. I'm like on a mobile workstation, I guess is how to describe it. And I don't always have my phone because I'll have it charging sometimes because like, I'm on my phone a lot because it's a long freaking shift. So I was like doing podcast planning and I was emailing Haley. I was like, I'm emailing you, not texting you because I don't want my phone to die.
That was so funny. I saw that and I was like, oh, okay.
Okay. We're like talking through email all day.
Yeah, that was funny. You know what we should get? We should get like those love nudge apps for couples. Like, yes. I'm feeling neglected. Like,
literally.
Give me attention.
Literally.
That's funny. Okay.
That's funny. Okay, let's
dive
get
into
into
the
it.
meat and potatoes. I wanted to say that all day.
That's a new one. Okay, so feminist highlight for today is Star Andrews. Her name is so cute. It's Starr. Why are you taking a picture of me?
I was taking a video. Okay.
That was literally like, hold on.
Hold on.
I just want to take some pics.
Okay.
Okay, so Star, she recently became the first U.S. black figure skater to win a Grand Prix medal. And this was from Team USA's Instagram account. But that's a really big deal. She made history. And I just applaud her for being the first black U.S. figure skater to win this medal.
Wow, good for her.
Yeah.
That's awesome. We'll stumbled on my words there. We'll put her picture in the email newsletter.
Yeah, I just think we need like more diversity and representation, especially like figure skating. I feel like it's definitely like a predominantly white female sport.
Mm-hmm.
And you know who's coming to mind actually? He was on Dancing with the Stars. Johnny Weir.
Yeah.
I believe he was like one of the first like openly gay.
Yeah, he was.
US figure skaters.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just cool to like see people
like see the diversity.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, I love that.
You're there to catch my words when I don't know what to say.
Don't worry, I've got you. We'll post her picture in the email newsletter. If you guys aren't subscribed to that, then definitely subscribe. You can click the link in our show notes. All right, you guys. Today we're going to give a little recap of the Women's March that we attended on March 8th.
On October 8th. In Denver.
In Denver, okay.
But they were all over on October 8th.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a whole women's wave on October 8th. And so, like, there was one in D.C., there was one in, like, literally
pretty much every
major city. And then people organized smaller ones. Like, there was one in Boulder. There was smaller ones, like, everywhere.
That's cool.
Yeah, so we're going to give a little recap.
Yeah, it was honestly a fun day because both of our boyfriends went with us.
Okay.
Which was really...
Wait. Are we sliding past? You can slide past it if you want.
You like how I'm just trying to... Well, here's the thing. I haven't like made an announcement on the podcast like you did, but I've posted about him on Instagram.
Twice.
Yeah. Like I like straight up just hard launched him.
Yeah, you did.
So, I don't know. I don't really feel like there's anything that needs to be said.
Okay, but you do have a boyfriend.
Yeah, so we took both of our boys with us, which was so fun because we were talking about how like both of our exes would never have done that with us ever. So it was just really nice to like have that support.
Yeah, it was so like, of course we'll come with you.
Yeah, like it was like no questions asked. Like literally, his name's Ahmed. The night before he was like, so what time do we need to wait? Like what time do we need to leave? And I was like, what do you mean? Like you're coming? He was like, yeah. He was like, did I not tell you? I was like, no.
Yeah, Tyler was initially supposed to work, and then like we went to bed I think at like 1:30 or like no, it was probably like 1, and he looked at his phone right before and he was like, oh, like I don't have to work anymore tomorrow. So he's like, yeah, I'm gonna come with you, and I was so excited.
Yeah, it was just fun. So it was fun to have them there.
Yeah.
We ended up scootering down to the Capitol.
It was like a 5-minute scooter
ride. It was so fun. And we had our signs with us.
Yeah, it was funny because you and Ahmed took separate scooters. Me and Tyler shared a scooter, but I had the signs. And with the wind like pushing against the signs, it was a little scary because I could only hold on to him with one arm. And so I was like holding the signs in one arm, and I was also trying to display them for people that were like, we were passing, like, we're going to the Women's March. It was so funny.
Yeah, that was really fun. We got Starbucks and stuff before.
Yeah, we had a little Starbucks breakfast, and then we scootered, got to the Capitol, and everyone was already, like, in the rally, like, around the stage. They had just started speaking.
Yeah, there were a lot of speakers. Honestly, I feel like it was really well done. I feel like all of the rallies we've attended have been really well done.
My one complaint is a bit long.
It was very long, actually. But a couple that stood out to me was Denver Women's Chorus was there, and they did a rendition of the song You Don't Own Me. And it was really, really well done. And the lady that introduced them had said there's a lot of diversity in the women's chorus. Like there's members of the LGBTQ community. There's transgender women. There's women from all different backgrounds and demographics. So it was really cool. They had a really great mix of people. And then Jenna Griswold spoke as well, and she's running for Secretary of State.
And her social media lady took pictures of us, did not post them because Jenna does not have a very active social media presence. She has no posts.
No, I went to follow her because
Same.
they said the pictures would be on there, and I was like, oh. I followed her anyway, but I was like,
I did
girl.
not follow her. I was like, bad social media, bye.
Help her.
I know, I could. But yeah, there was a lot of speakers. There was this one lady in particular. Remember that lady that pumped everyone up?
Yes.
So she was like so engaging and like made the whole crowd like, yeah, like so excited. Literally, towards the end, the very last speaker was just like very monotone.
And everyone was like, speak up!
Yeah, everyone was like, louder! Because nobody could hear. And it was funny because Tyler was like, bring back that other lady. We need, like, he was like, we need to be sent off with like excitement.
Yeah, seriously.
But yeah, it was a bit long, but really good speakers. Everyone had really good things to say. They had some from like the Girls Corporation.
Yeah, they had some like high school.
Yeah, some high school
age
girls.
Kids. Yeah.
They had like a transgender sex worker. And she was speaking about like, you know, how important it is to defend our rights and everything. Like it was just a very diverse group of speakers.
It was, and a lot of the focus was still on Roe v. Wade and abortion rights. So that was interesting because like we had attended that rally a few months ago.
It was all about like voting.
Exactly.
There were so many people walking around the crowd when the speakers were going on that were like, have you updated your voter registration? Are you even registered to vote? Like, we can look you up right now. Like, everyone had like vote stickers and vote pins and vote signs. Like, it was all about voting. And that I really liked that focus because they were saying like, it's a midterm election. That doesn't mean like just because it's not a presidential election doesn't mean it's not important. Like, there's still,
that means it's honestly like a little bit more important. Yeah, don't you think? Like, there's a lot of bills that are going to be on the ballot that are really important.
Exactly. So yeah, I just thought that was a really good focus because it's like now is the time for us to actually make that change because when Roe v. Wade was overturned, last time we were at a rally and a march like that, when Roe v. Wade was overturned, it was like, okay, like guys, we need to vote when the time is right. Like that's how we're going to change things. And now actually is the time. Like it's time to vote.
Literally in 4 days.
By the time this comes out, it'll be literally 2 days from now. Which is actually my birthday.
It is Haley's birthday, November 8th.
Yeah, so everyone go vote for my birthday. That's my birthday wish. But yeah, so it was just interesting. I was just thinking that the whole time, like, okay, now is actually our time to change. Like, it's time to go.
Right, and we'll leave links for you to update your voter registration or register to vote, period, as well as a link to find where to vote near you. So you just put in your zip code. It's super easy. And then you can figure out where there's a ballot and where you can vote. Because it's super, super important. And I know there's so many opinions on like, well, my vote doesn't matter, my vote doesn't count. But like, I firmly believe that my vote counts.
Yeah.
And that if you vote, you're going to make a difference with your opinion. Because how else are you supposed to spark any change, you know?
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Another focus that I really liked was they had 2 Iranian women. And
that was so good.
They spoke about Mahsa Amini. And you can go back and listen to our episode on that. It was a few episodes ago, but they spoke about Mahsa Amini and they had like a bunch of Iranian flags. We did a little chant that the Iranian women have been chanting. And they were actually right around us the entire march because we were right front and center when we were marching. And so it was just like I really liked that they touched on that as well.
I do too. And they gave them a lot of time. And I feel like they definitely deserved it. And there were a lot of people that had signs focused on the Iranian women and the protests and Mahsa Amini. So I thought that was really powerful.
Yeah, and I thought that they had a really interesting perspective on that whole situation as well. And if you want to learn more, you can go back and listen to that episode. But I just really loved everything they had to say. And I loved that they highlighted that.
I do too, because we're not just, like, the Women's March isn't just for women in America.
Right.
It's for women in the world. Yeah, all over the world.
Love that.
So we marched for a while. Something cool that happened was this lady came up to us because it was kind of cold and me and Haley were wearing our Real Talk crew necks.
Which we will post pictures of. We have not
how have we not posted? So we'll post some pictures of our signs because they were really cute and we'll post some pictures of our sweatshirts. So anyway, we were marching.
We'll post the picture that she took.
Yeah, we were marching. And this lady comes up and is like, hey, I love your sweatshirts. Can I take a picture?
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, yeah, of course. We're like, kind of marching, but posing a little bit. And then she mentioned she was like...
She has a podcast company.
Yeah, and so we were like, oh, that's so cool. And she was just like, I love what you guys are doing.
Mm-hmm.
And then she sent us the picture.
Yeah, she found us on Instagram and DM'd us and was like, I love this. And I followed her back on the account, and I always see her stuff. She's so cute. Her name is Eleanor. I won't say her last name, but like she's just like such a cute lady.
That fits. I didn't know that was her name, but that fits.
Yeah. So that was really fun. I think she saw it because I was on Tyler's shoulders.
Oh, yeah.
And she was right behind us. And so then, and it was right after I got off of his shoulders. Yeah. She was like, can I take a picture? Guys, that was like the cutest thing. Like,
that was a core memory for you.
It was a core memory. Like at one point I was feeling really nauseous, and that's like one of the symptoms that I deal with. And so like I had said that to Tyler. I was like, oh, I'm feeling like so nauseous and lightheaded. But we kept marching. And then like a minute later, he was like, do you want to get on my shoulders? And I thought he was just being like, oh, do you want to get on my shoulders? Because I had done that at a little concert we went to. So I was like, oh, cute. So I got on his shoulders and we walked for a little bit, chanting, whatever. It was really cute.
It was cute. I took a video for you.
Yeah. And then afterwards, he was like, well, I just knew that like I wanted to give you a break from walking because I knew you felt nauseous. I was like,
that's so sweet. I know, literally, so girl, after you did that on Med Tournament, he was like, do you want me to pick you up? I was like, no. And like, that's the difference between you and me is like, I don't like attention like that. So it was just funny because I was like, no.
What?
Absolutely not.
I didn't even think though, like, oh, I'm gonna get so much attention. Like, I was just like, yeah, like this is cute.
No, I know. It was just funny.
But yeah, I know everyone was probably looking at me. Well, obviously Eleanor was because she saw the sweatshirt. But that was cute. Yeah, I liked that lady, she has a name. I liked that Eleanor stopped us because that made us feel good. Like, oh, like,
yeah, I was like,
you.
oh, somebody noticed.
Yeah, because that was the first time we've worn them.
Yeah, so and fun. Together
mm-hmm.
specifically.
Yeah, so that was fun. We did march around for a long time. We were front and center at the very beginning of the march. And yeah, I just thought it was like it was very well done.
I thought so, and it was really I mean, like I felt safe the whole time.
Oh yeah.
And I just thought it was really peaceful, and it was cool. It was a cool experience.
Yeah, because they had blocked off the streets. Like they had worked with the police and like gotten the right permits and everything. So yeah, they blocked off the street. It was very safe. It was fun because we marched like the blocks like kind of around the Capitol.
Yeah, pretty much.
In Denver, like in the road, there was a ton of people. And so I don't know. I always think it's cool. Like it feels like you're really making like a difference, like bringing awareness in that way, especially in like a big city like Denver, which is just cool.
Yeah, it was definitely cool. I'm glad we went, and I definitely want to go next year, for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, the women's march, which will be even bigger, there was a good turnout at this, but like the actual women's march, I think it is in March.
I think you're right, because yeah, March sounds kind of right.
So when that happens, I know that's going to be crazy big. Like, you know, we've attended every like big women's march or, you know, wave, rally, whatever rally in Denver since the Roe v. Wade. It's like the third one. We've been to everyone. So yeah, I just think it's cool. Like if you have the opportunity wherever you live, and if you don't live in a big city like us and like you don't have that opportunity, organize your own. Like go to the Women's Wave. We'll put it in the show notes. But go to that website and sign up for emails so that you get emails when there's going to be a rally. And they always have an option, like, can't find a rally near you, sign up and start your own. And, like, even if you, like, get a few friends to do it with you, like, just go out and do it. It's so cool to raise awareness and no one's stopping you.
Yeah.
So.
I think that's a really good idea. I didn't know you could do that. That's awesome. And it's also fun, like, you were saying to do with your friends, because we made signs the night before together and it was fun. We just like had a little paint night with music.
Yeah, like something so feminine about like we were listening to
it was called like Soft Feminine.
Yeah, it was Soft Feminine Energy. Oh, you just made me remember that playlist. That was a good playlist.
It was a good playlist.
It was called Soft Feminine Energy on Spotify, and we were just painting our signs, listening to the vibes. And it was nice. Like, there was something so, like, empowering about it. And we're just, like, in our
apartment and we were, like, excited for the next day.
Yeah, it was just so fun. And I liked when the boys were holding the signs, too. Like,
I did, too.
And they were, like, totally chanting. Like,
oh, yeah, they were so in it.
It was funny because, what... I thought it was so cute because Tyler was like, obviously, like Tyler and Ahmed were both chanting, but when it was like my body, my choice, Ahmed was chanting her body, her choice, and Tyler was like my body, my choice, and I was like, that is so. I mean, it's true, it is his body, his choice, but it was just so funny to me because I was just like, I don't know. It was so funny to me. I just thought it was so cute. I was like, he is like so involved, like both of them. They were just so involved. It's so nice to have like a supportive partner, and yeah, it was just nice. It's nice to be there, like with your guy.
Yeah, so it was a fun day.
Yeah, like if you guys are dating anyone, definitely bring them along. Like if you go, because that is a different experience. Like first off, it's completely free.
Yeah,
so that's fun, and also like. You're like, I don't know, I feel like it just speaks a lot to someone's character if they're willing to like go out with you and like,
and not just because like, oh, I know it would make you happy,
right?
Like I know like they genuinely were there because they wanted to be there,
right, exactly. And like I know that I've talked to Tyler about like especially like Roe v. Wade a lot, and how it's like inhibiting like the choices that women are making with their bodies, and like how it like some people want to shut down Planned Parenthood and then you won't be able to get, you know, like all this stuff. And I know like I'm especially sensitive because of like, what about victims of rape and sexual assault who can't go and get a free STD test? You know what I'm saying? And so like I know we've talked about that a lot and we're on the same page about it. And so there was certain times when like they would talk about certain things in at the rally beforehand when they're like talking about like victims of rape and sexual assault and like sexual violence and everything, and he would always just like hold my hand a little tighter or like just like know that he was there, and it just made me feel so good. Like there is really hope out there. If you're in a toxic relationship, like there's hope that you will find someone who's so supportive of you. And that was really demonstrated with the boys at the march.
Literally. I know, I was gonna say the same thing. Like he like rubbed my back a little bit, or you know, like pull me closer. I was like, oh, it's like so nice.
It's just so supportive. Yeah. And it is nice like seeing like men standing there.
There were a lot of men there too.
And they're chanting as well. Like I just love that.
I think it's so great. It was a very like uniting, powerful thing.
Yes, it was so fun. And then afterwards, we scootered back. We got some Jamba Juice, and it was just fun. It's just a vibe.
Yeah.
So that is the march. We really want to just like nail in the importance of voting. It's in 2 days. If you got your ballot in the mail, it's too late to mail it back at this point. But
you'd have to return it in person.
Yeah, so you can just go to a drop box, and on the website that we're gonna put in the show notes, you can find a drop location there. There's there's a lot at libraries, like some of them at like the community college I used to go to. Yeah, post offices. Yeah. They're everywhere. So look one up, just drop it off in the box, put your little sticker on, take a pic, put it on your Insta story, you know.
Spread the word.
Spread the word. That's the vibe. But yeah, like really, it is so important to vote. Your vote matters.
It really does. And if you aren't happy with policies that are being made, go vote.
Exactly.
There's no other way to make a difference.
Yeah. Yeah, like we can't complain about it if we don't actually do anything to change.
Right.
So, go vote, everyone. Vote.
Go vote on Haley's birthday.
Vote. Yes, vote for my birthday. Woo! Okay. I was hoping you would join in on the chant.
Oh, sorry. I didn't.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Vote. Thank you guys so much for listening. We're really happy that you were here with us for this episode. Please look at all of the links in our show notes. We have all of our social media. We have our email newsletter that goes out every Sunday. Only one email a week. And we have those links we talked about. So please go check those out, and we'll be back with a brand new episode next week.
And definitely check out the Instagram because we have a lot of pictures that we want to post, or that we are going to post from this week's episode. We want to show you the signs, the videos, lots of content for you guys. So check it out. Give us a follow, and we'll be back with you guys next week.
Bye.